Bonjour, this is Mrs. Sacco. Many times, both parents and students alike want to know how online tools can help students in their studies of French. Since I'm not sitting in your living room helping you every night do your homework, online tools in some respects are the next best thing. So I'd like to now show you some of the tools that you have at your disposal from the Blanchard homepage. So the first thing you're going to need to do is open up a browser. It doesn't really matter which one. I do prefer Firefox. I think some of the sites work a little bit better on Firefox. So you're going to open a browser and you're going to find the Blanchard Middle School homepage. And once you're on the homepage, you're going to go to where it says For Students, Foreign Language Links, French. This is the French homepage, and I do maintain it, and I do go through to check the links to make sure that they're still active. So some of the things that we have on the web page here. Let's see, we're going to use the left side navigation tool here. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. We'll go to Resources first. Under Resources, there's lots of different resources that you have here from various sites on the internet. One that I really like is Chez Mimi Games. I'm going to click on that. In class, we oftentimes watch these little episodes of Chez Mimi. You can hear the music that it's got. And there's various games here that go along with the various, let's turn the sound off. The various videos that we watch in class, this goes along with them. So there's various things like Family Ties, for example, and you can pick a different level, and it lets you figure out how the families are tied together based on the videos that we watch in class. So this one says, Je m'appelle Dr. Blague, Chantal c'est ma sœur. And you have to decide if this is vrai, true, or faux, false, based upon what we've seen in class. And we can, or based upon this family tree here, we can see that Dr. Blague and Chantal are indeed brother and sister, and we'll say vrai, and it gives it to me correct. So this is a really excellent website to use as it does go along with what we do in class, and it's good to practice your vocabulary, especially some of the vocabulary that we've done in class. All right, so that's one. We also have some other things on here, such as an Internet Picture Dictionary, Study Stack French Practice, FrenchOnAbout.com. There's lots of little articles there that talk about different aspects of French. So these are all really great sites. The Boston French Center, another great site that talks about the French Cultural Center in Boston and all of the different events that they have going on. A really excellent resource if you're interested in really expanding your French and your realia, the stuff that happens in the community. Let's see what else. We have projects here. If I click on projects, and I will be updating this at some point in the near future. It's organized by grade level, grade 6, grade 7, and grade 8. And you'll see that there's various assessments that are here. Some of them are actually live. Some of them need to be added just because I've changed them as time has gone on. This year I'm also planning on introducing several new online tools such as Edmodo, Blogger, WeVideo, and Animoto. So those links are there as well. This year I also am intending to create videos and or add links to videos on YouTube to help students. For example, the verb être is one of the first things we'll be learning in 7th grade. Lots of times students have issues with remembering the vocabulary, so or the grammar rules. So in this case with être, let's have grammar rule. So I will be adding in videos that students can watch on their own at home to review some of the things that we've learned in class. So as you can see, this one is a video about the verb être, and it just reiterates what we've done in class, and it's a good thing for students to watch so that they can pause it and watch it at their own pace. And again, I will be using ones that I found on either YouTube or that I'll have created myself. And there'll be some posted here for grade 7, grade 8, Grade 6 possibly vocabulary as well. I'll also have cultural links here. The cultural links, when we do projects in class or various cultural things, these are organized according to category. So these are useful links as well. More grammar practice under Kia. Kia is an account that we have online. These are organized by grade level. If I go to click here for grade 7, in the past I've created logins for students, but you don't necessarily have to have a login in order to use the Kia site. There's a variety of activities here. They're organized by unit and lesson. Continuing with the être theme, let's see, there is être is in here somewhere, I believe. ER verbs, well, let's go to ER verbs. ER verbs, you can see there's the games here. These are really useful. There's flashcards, which I do recommend students do. These do not have audio, they just have the words. I do tell students all the time when you're studying vocabulary, don't just go from French to English. That's easy. Do the English to French. It's easier oftentimes to recognize it than it is to come up with it. So when you go through the flashcards, you want to make sure that you try to go English to French, French to English, both ways. There's also concentration here and matching as well. These are excellent games. They're kind of fun. It kind of helps with retention. And then there's a variety of other things as well in here. There's the Rags to Riches game, which is like Millionaire. There's Battleship. Lots of different ways to practice. And again, they're in order of unit and lesson. The verb practice I highly recommend when we start getting into verbs this year. Another online resource that you have is your Discovering French textbook. This is the Class Zone website from McDougall-Littell that goes with our book. If I click French. Now, the 7th grade French students are using the 1A book, which is the turquoise book, and the 8th grade French students are using 1B, which is the purple book. If I click on 1A, it's going to bring me to this site. We do not have access to the online book. However, we do have access to the online workbook as well as flashcards and lesson quizzes. Let's go through a few of these. The online workbook is not the same as your written workbook. This does not replace your written workbook. For example, if I go to Unit 1, I've got Lesson 1, Lesson 2, reading, vocabulary. I can choose my different levels. I always suggest trying different ones. So for example, if we choose basic, it's going to go through and it's going to look at drawings and guess what the following people are saying. Je m'appelle Christine, je suis américaine. We'll go to the next. Zut, ça va très mal. Next. And you go through the different questions, and when we submit for grading, it's going to tell us what we got right, what we got wrong. Notice there's 66 of them, so it's really a great way to practice your vocabulary and grammar when you get into the higher levels. If I choose, let's see, more of a challenge level, it's going to ask me some more thought-provoking questions. So it gives me 50, what's 10 higher? 60. Next. And the same idea, 14, and 10 higher is 24. All right, so submit for grading, and it tells me if I was right or if I was wrong, and what the correct answer is if I were wrong. We also have access to flashcards here again. These flashcards, they have flashcards and they have flashcard test, rappel all. So flashcard test, interactive flashcards, it's saying play. You can play the sound.
0.
You can say next. You can remove cards if you know them. You can randomize them. Flip the stack. Again, it's really important that you try to go from English to French, not just French to English. Right. And then we also have this here. And this is for the entire unit. So we have some that are for lessons and some that are for units. We have also lesson quizzes in here. Lesson quizzes give me an opportunity to have, you can print a quiz with answers. So it lets you see a kind of a written quiz, and then you can print the quiz with answers to see how correct you were. A unit review quiz as well. So again, these are really, really useful. Writing, it has you practice your writing skills here as well. It gives you some hints on writing, culture, maps, and some activities and different web quests you could do. These are all really excellent ways to practice your foreign language skills. And again, just to kind of review, the way that you're getting to all of these resources is by going to the Blanchard homepage. And again, for students, foreign language links, French. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And also, I will share this video out, and if you have forgotten what some of the tools available are, you may always revisit this video at any time. I will be posting it on the homepage. Merci. Au revoir.